Hey guys, it's Carly over here at Bourgeois Nissan. Behind me I have the 2024 Tucson Preferred and the 2024 Rogue S. Both are your entry-level SUVs, so here are some things to consider if you're looking to purchase. So here in the Tucson, we have the 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine, while in the Rogue, we have the 1.5 liter 3-cylinder turbo. And from driving experience, this is a much more powerful engine. So on both these cars, we have the 17-inch alloy wheels, and these are more of a dark silver. You have the LED turn signals on both sides, and then in the Tucson, which is something you don't have in the Rogue, is the keyless entry. Moving on over to rear cargo space, we have the Rogue S here, which has tons of room in the back, as well as a cargo cover to keep all your goods safe in the parking lot. The one cool thing that the Rogue does have is a built-in full-size spare tire. Similar to the Rogue here, we have the Tucson, which has a little bit more rear cargo space. The one thing it doesn't have is your spare tire, but it does have the tire mobility kit as well as underneath storage. And even cooler about it is it has these nice buttons here that'll launch your back seats forward to give you more space. So we're back in the Rogue here, and there's tons of room back here. We have tons of headroom for all of those tall people out there, as well as 2 rear vents so that your passengers are comfortable. The seating is also called theater seating, so I can see completely out the front there. Over here in the Tucson, I have just as much room in the back seat, maybe a little bit more headroom as well. Both vents in the back seat. And then something really cool is that this also launches back. So you have a bit of an angle while you're sitting back here. The only downfall is that I can't see as much out the front as I can in the Rogue. So I'm back in the Tucson and it's just as comfortable. I do find that I have more visibility over on the dash just because just where it sits. Another leather wrap steering wheel here, heated steering wheel, heated seats, as well as different drive and terrain modes. I also have a very cool haptic dash. So right off the hop, you definitely have a lot more pep in the Rogue, as well as the suspension. It feels slightly better tuned, so it's a much more comfortable drive. So the Rogue S does have cruise control. However, it's not adaptive, but I'm gonna put it into your cruise and see how that goes. It's pretty simple and it shows me the speed I'm going and how it's getting up to that speed. I also do have a manual mode, so I got paddle shifters in the back just to feel a little bit sportier. So I can shift through the gears myself, which is huge. I also have automatic high beams, which I'm not going to use during the day, but it'll be handy when it's nighttime. So something super cool about the Rogue is that they have what's called a zero gravity seat. So they were designed with NASA, so essentially there's going to be no pressure points while you're driving this car, so it's going to be a very smooth ride. The Rogue also has all of your different drive modes just in this dial here. So I have eco mode, sport mode, and then I have snow mode or all terrain mode, and it does show me up here which mode I'm in. Okay, so we're in the Tucson now, and I'm gonna try out the cruise control. And it does have adaptive cruise control as well as lane keep assist, which is something that the Rogue doesn't have. We also have the built-in navigation, which is something crazy cool in the base model that not a lot of manufacturers offer. And like I said previously, you do have a lot of front visibility in the Tucson. The Tucson, just like the Rogue, does have the different drive modes as well as terrain modes. It's just the button here instead of the dial. So it has snow, mud, normal, smart, and eco. As you can tell, both are great options, with pros and cons to both. So come on down to Bourgeois Auto Group today and test drive and see which one you prefer.